We are just getting almost back into the game, I believe. Can't be much longer. Just a bit of a, I think, a sound issue for Stewie, and he should have figured that out more or less. So hopefully we'll be underway very soon. It means you guys had a bit of a chance to get like a sip of coffee or whatever it is you drink in the morning. Get your friends invited as well. This is an elimination match. You don't want to miss this. It's Cloud9 and mousesports. The scoreline is 1-1, and if you're just joining in the meantime, we got this way by mousesports winning the pistol round almost flawlessly, then Cloud9 winning it back almost flawlessly with Tech9 rush to the A-bomb site, and now we're here.
And now we're here where Chris J is saving his money. I like it. The rest of his team, they're going for the force, but Chris is trying to guarantee having that AWP in play as quickly as possible here versus Cloud9. Stewie going to open things up at Pop Dog. Dennis tried to go aggressive with that UMP. Not today. Not today, says young Stu. But Lowell is holding close to E-Box, and they are kind of stacked up on this A site right now. mousesports, 3 players waiting here.
Interesting smoke, but it shouldn't force too much. Actually, they're going to flash their way into main now. That's a very cool idea. It doesn't work out, but I actually think that's quite fun. That smoke would have made sure that no one from Pop Dog could have easily helped out with the main push in case they actually won that kill. But yeah, that's maybe worth an investment.
And here is where, no, never mind. I was about to say, here is where Chris J with that UMP managed to get a double headshot on Automatic. Automatic down to 16. That Stewie is going to be there to save the day, and we actually have a perfect anti-eco come through here for Cloud9. A little bit of a grin from young Stu. I guess both of his earbuds are working again, but he's probably pretty happy about the fact that they just aced mousesports. And so now, another round of eco for mousesports. Main thing here is that Chris now, after this next round of eco, he's going to be able to do whatever he wants. He will have the money. Hell, Anders, he'll have the money for a Scar 20 or whatever. Yeah, I wanted to say negative, but then I was like, does it still cost 2,000?
I wish someone would buy the negative. That would be amazing, wouldn't it? I think Oscar as well could maybe buy an AWP if you want it. So that could be a bit interesting if they go sort of straight from a couple of ecos right into double AWP. It's always a big risk. I mean, it's gonna deplete your economy pretty badly. But if you're mousesports, I think it's worth it.
Yes.
Going CT side train, why not?
Absolutely. Well, I mean, this is one of the maps for it, where you can make use of that. You get an op on B, an op on A, and then it really gets into that pick game for Cloud9, which can get uncomfortable. But again, pretty much a stack on the A side here for mousesports in this hard eco from them. Well, USPs across the board. And so Cloud9, they just need to take their time with this, not rush it. Pretty sure that young Stu has not spotted the man on upper just yet. Goes dropping down. Big spray from him on Dennis, and he's not going to find the kill. Chris J runs him down.
Oh, no. At least it creates an opening for the rest of the guys to come out of Ivy, and they should be able to do quite a bit of damage. That's a great headshot coming out with just the pistols here from mousesports. Quite lethal, causing 2 kills already. And Chris is low from earlier, and the bomb will be going down, but that's not a bad job at all for mousesports. Certainly also sending the message to Cloud9 that they're on point with the aim. Yeah, and the Skadoodle right now, has it been communicated to him that Stewie had that AK and that it's dropped over by main, right? That's the main thing here, because I think mousesports, they need to be hunting for it. At least Lowell, he's going to be in the back line, and he could make his way over there. Skadoodle needs to use this as a piece of bait, but eventually he will find the kills. Are they going to be able to save the gun? It doesn't look like it. Ah, there we go. Skadoodle found it in the end. So, a bit of a test for Cloud9 there, just to keep their composure and not throw anything away. And it will be straight into the double AWP setup here, so mousesports fans are for certain going to be excited. Skadoodle has one on the other side, so this is the battle that we highlighted early on. Skadoodle at times just has a really high peak, and he's been hitting it a lot lately. So if he can get that, it's going to be interesting. But Oscar on the other side, I feel like has been a terror as well. And honestly, some of his AWP rounds are just completely frightening. So yeah, this is something that I look forward to a lot, and I think you guys should try and watch. If you're watching from the GoTV client, definitely try and keep an eye on these 3 players. Absolutely. Oscar is explosive. That is one of the keys to victory for mousesports, is him coming up with some of those flashy rounds. It's going to be the Molotov in the corner. Perfect. And that's going to put some pressure on Automatic, and this is one of the positions that Cloud9 likes to go for in their default setup, is have Automatic Shroud, kind of crouching around in the corners here in A main. So mousesports looking to abuse that. There's the wallbang shot onto Stewie. Chris, you monster. Stewie's just frozen in the corner. Chris will get the kill though, flashed in as well. That's some amazing CT aggression. I love this from mousesports. You almost never see this on train, and certainly not to this extent. There were 3 people waiting there for Cloud9. Normally you'd think, well, yeah, come and be aggressive, that's fine. Automatic missing a big chance there to bring it back in his favor. Chris is going to be going down. Nothing. First kill of the game for him. And that's an important one on Chris. Dennis still trying to stay alive, but it is a 2-1-3. And they only have 37 seconds left. Oscar now wanting to join the battle. Going to sneak through the smoke and take down Skadoodle. And now Automatic. 1 versus 3 with 30 seconds. Going to put out a grenade, and he's not going to fake it. If he wanted to, he had to run for B right away. This is really tough on him. 20 seconds, and he's going to get the kill on Dennis at least.
Yeah, that's really what had to happen. The only issue here is that there are 2 players still alive, Rops and Oscar, and they are very close to this A site. Automatic trying to get clever. Will spot out Oscar on the bomb site. He's got time for this, 7 seconds, and if he can get onto the train, perfect. Now there's the safe plant. He seems to have a good idea where Rops is coming from as well, and so things get interesting here. 1v1, Automatic for the clutch. 3 kills so far on him, and Rops has been spotted. Automatic knows how to play this now. Right on the edge, looking for the overstep, looking for the peak, and is he going to react in time to Rops? And Rops right now just trying to play the angles, but sure enough, Automatic, he runs out of bullets! Disaster. But this is so well done by him. The kit is not going to be picked up here by Rops. Can he find one in time? They did have the money for it. It doesn't look like it. He just has to get on the defuse, and this is going to be cutting it pretty close.
I think he's just got it. Yeah, he does. Wow, this is absolute madness. Automatic. I mean, that round was so unbelievably intelligent from him. The smoke to cover off on one side, and then that actually baits the peek from the guy playing on the bomb side itself, and he gets that kill. He has the Molotov in Pop Dog, so Robs can't join the fight. My God, that was brilliant.
What's the big thing here is that mousesports were playing off of basic, like on beta, on information that they had on Cloud9, right? They've clearly been watching some demos because that is not the first time we've seen Cloud9 have that kind of setup in A main. And I think Chris was trying to take advantage of that, obviously, with the 3 players from mousesports. But then once you start playing that, you change your game to fit your opponents. Then it can get chaotic, like we saw there. How do you close the round? How do you finish the round? And so that definitely got a little nasty there between the 2. But good on mousesports. They keep themselves alive. Cloud9 with a fantastic economy were able to get the full buy once again. So it's not the end of the world here. What's important is that mousesports win this next round. They have a real chance now of getting reset hard.
Stewie looking for the opening. Chris trying to make his model small on the train. Doesn't want to get picked from Pop Dog now. Stewie going to come charging through. Picks up the first one. Lol get 1 in return, but he should be going down 2 with the FAMAS. They need to get on him quick. They're giving way too much space. Eventually, there's the kill from nothing, and now 2 versus 3. They have more than a minute, but they're still committing to this plant right away. Rob's going to get the 1, running in on Automatic and taking him down. Rob's going for the spray, and it's almost a triple. Now it's a 1-on-1. Oscar versus Skadoodle, and Skadoodle picks up the kill. Unbelievably low on health, and you see the little head shake there coming out of Oscar. That's what we want out of the All-American sniper. Cloud9 picking up another round here and shutting down mousesports economy. Man, you thought Robs had just taken that round right then and there.
But this is the quality that we've seen from Skadoodle now. All of a sudden, he is a clutcher. You can put him in these kinds of situations where he is the last man alive, and he can win the round for you. Cloud9, they've gotten better just because of this sort of thing.
It's so ridiculous that Lol gets to pick up that second kill.
Yeah, exactly. Like, did they not communicate the fact that he was standing behind E-Box? Because it looked like Shroud was worried about the bomb train itself.
Well, so Shroud definitely must have known that he was behind E-Box, but he didn't manage to wait for his 3 teammates that were coming out of main, and then Lol would have had nowhere to stand, so I don't know. There was a slight miscommunication there. Scout, Deagle, C-Set 7557, P250. They've brought a little bit of everything. Variety, it's the spice of life, isn't it?
So I'm told, so I'm told.
Oscar down on the bomb side, and Robs is close as well with the 5-7, so they've got to be careful. If they don't use any grenades, which people usually do, could get a bit testy. No problem at all for Shroud and Automatic. That's a good way to get into the bomb side. Don't want to be giving up rounds like these due to silly mistakes.
Yeah, nothing getting caught and donating an AK. On the other side of the map is a bit unfortunate for him in that lurk role. You kind of wonder, at this point, just to nitpick, you know, like, do you need the lurker in this sort of situation in anti-eco like this? Or should he be playing so aggressive? Because now they actually have an AK to use, and that can come back to cost Cloud9 in the next round. CT's side, when you have an AK and that one-shot headshot potential, all of a sudden, I mean, close quarters on a bomb train, you can start getting some kills.
Well, that's certainly one part of the issue, but there's a secondary problem to them keeping the AK, which is that it means Dennis could drop an AWP so they can get back to the double orb even quicker later on, you know? Assuming that they get to keep it in future rounds. That's another problem that could sort of come back and haunt them a bit, so gotta be worried about that, I would say, if you're on the Cloud9 side.
You know, the goal now is to find out where Dennis is playing, because this is going to be another round of eco here for mousesports. Again, with the 1v1 clutch that Robs had won before, it meant that just one player surviving on mousesports, that they just don't have the economy when they got reset by Cloud9. And so Cloud9 right now, everything is working out for them here. If you allow mousesports to win a round, but then you immediately shut them down, it's just never going to allow mousesports to get a strong economy until it's too late in the half, and you have too many rounds on this T side. 5-2 for Cloud9. And it looks like Robson and Dennis, they are going to play together as a duo. And Skadoodle backs off, nothing there to trade it. Dennis is still alive, however, but he's backing off just in the nick of time here, and it looks like he'll make it out.
Cloud9 had 3 players down at Ivy, 1 with the AWP peeking, secondary player with the AK ready to take over, and a 3rd player throwing a flashbang immediately. He actually had the flashbang primed in hand, so they were more than just a bit ready for that push from mousesports. That's you love to see it out of a team like Cloud9, who have been ridiculed for having just, you know, mostly aim and less thought going into their game. That shows you that that's definitely not true anymore. Lol, now 1 versus 5 here. Smart play from the American side. And this Deagle, it'd still be nice if they could find just a couple of kills with it. That AK is gone already.
Yeah, and I think this is really what Lowell's hoping for. It's like, guys, just go to B. Go to B. Let me pick up the AK. So I can work with that now. He could potentially get up close enough. No, Dennis died right in the middle of it. Unfortunately for him, he's about to die to Skadoodle if he peeks around this corner. Oh, Skadoodle missing the shot. Never mind. Instant with the PG-50. Okay.
Well then, no one goes down from Cloud9. It's a flawless round, and they're incredibly patient, just waiting for 20 seconds, 25 seconds, just hoping for Lowell to show up, which eventually he does. 6-2 for Cloud9.
It's like these anti-ecos have been so good from Cloud9. They get close to the edge of ecoing, and then the reset on mousesports, you know, it's devastating for mousesports economy, but Cloud9 and these anti-ecos are keeping so many players alive that, like, Skadoodle's going into this round fully bought up with 10,000 in the bank.
And it is about mousesports, but it's not exactly a great one, and Cloud9 are putting on the pressure, running into the yard, but Dennis with the opening frag, that's great. Lowell has been good in this position, and he's going to drop the sniper on the other side. Shroud, nothing coming back into it with a couple of kills, but now Rops has turned up, and he's still plenty of help on him. 2 versus 3. This looks like a round that mousesports should be able to win. Now they just need to keep it cool here. Make sure they play for refrags.
Yes, give time for Stewie to work. And there you go, exactly. Finds the headshot on Rops, brings it back to a 2-on-2. Stewie has survived with only 5 HP, and so you can be sure that Rops has communicated that over to his teammates. And so Dennis and Chris now, they need to play off the bomb, but with a minute left in this round, and Shroud picking up smokes like they're candy off the ground. That's the second one that he's managed to chuck out here. It looks like Chris is going to get the drop on him, though. Shroud, never going to see this coming. And that pretty much stuffs the round, Chris. Don't shoot your teammate.
Yeah, that should be it. With 5 health and in a 1-on-2. He's got the AK, so can get those headshots in, but it seems unlikely that that's what's going to be the way to do it. Chris is waiting down the ladder, and Stewie sneaking on in. Chris doesn't realize yet. There's the 1 kill at least. The next one is going to be even more difficult. Dennis, he actually has a Molotov. That would cancel the round right now if you threw that. If he goes for the peek, it's just a single bullet that he needs. Stewie walking out, and there's Dennis with the kill. Opening the round and closing it.
Yeah, opening and closing, but talk about a heart attack-inducing moment there for Chris J.
Just want to point this out, because you're seeing a lot of struggle that's coming in here for Oscar. He was, I think, 1, 1, and 8 or something as a scoreline here. And that's a problem, and it stems from the fact that they can't afford to get that AWP right, because their economy has been so just completely smashed in the beginning of this first half that he's had it once, and then every other round has been pistol, and this time he sort of had to fight. You know, this time it's well, they actually did get him this time, but the previous round it was just a FAMAS or something, so they keep having to struggle to get it.
Dennis saved that from Skadoodle's corpse in the last round. That's the thing. So, I mean, it's like if you can win a round and save the op, yes, Oscar is going to be ecstatic. But so far, the pattern has been mousesports winning the pistol, 3 rounds for Cloud9. Mousesports break that, another 3 rounds for Cloud9. And so now's another chance here for Cloud9 to reset the economy on mousesports. It would be a disaster if they managed to pull it off.
Again, great push into main. I love seeing this out of mousesports. Lowell going to get the kill on automatic, but nothing sneaking in. Easy enough kill on the first, and ready to try and see if he could refrag it. Chris is being incredibly aggressive, and what a flick from nothing. Taking down Chris.
Oh boy.
Without the X-ray, you have to wonder how much could he see then?
That's just muscle. That's instinct right there. The mind and the eye of a killer. Unbelievable. You'd think nothing. You'd think Chris has got that in the bag, and then mousesports are going to have the man advantage. Again, punishing Cloud9, punishing automatic for hanging around in A main too much. I love this play from Chris. The reads that he's getting. Now, you just need to hit the shots, but you can't really handle it when nothing's that quick.
They're putting Rops on. I'd go this the other way around. I put Oscar and B alone, and then have Rops and Dennis play on A together close to the bomb site with the rifles, and then use the range. But we'll see how this works out. It seems like right now they have Oscar in a good position. Could get a couple of kills here that could definitely turn the round. And now the grenades are raining in onto the bomb site. Dennis, lonesome for backup right now because he's the only defense actually on the bomb site at the moment, and he's going to go down to Stewie. Oscar can't see a single thing. He's being very defensive with the AWP. There's one kill at least, taking down nothing, but now the rest of Cloud9 could just hide. They don't have to show themselves at all.
Exactly. They have the data on where Oscar's playing from. It's a matter of waiting for Rops. Shroud is covering Pop Dog, and Skadoodle will be watching A main, and it's just on Stewie to mine the bomb. So there should be no chance here for mousesports to move in. They should be saving, basically. Oscar's already backing off. For some reason, Rops is trying to get in here for exits when really he should just be trying to save a gun at all costs.
Yeah, but he really wants to trade that for a better gun, so maybe he can.
This might work out.
AK coming around the corner. What? There's one of them, and could be a second one as well. Skadoodle trying to make the run. No way he's going to go up with a bomb, and at least there will be the AWP, so optimal really play from Robs. That's not bad at all. You see, he thought that Stewie was dead in the first burst there. That's so dangerous. But that gives them the double AWP capability. At least it does that. Oh, man. You see the difference in AWPing from Chris and Oscar, right? Chris has been quite forward in the A-yard, and Oscar's very defensive, and it leaves him open to just getting smoked out.
Yeah, exactly right. He's worrying about Ali. He's worrying about the back line. And that positioning, I mean, you got to have somebody minding it. I just really appreciate Cloud9's use of the nade advantage in that round, where mousesports, it's just they have guns, and that's pretty much it. Cloud9 had a whole lot of utility left to work with, and they used nearly all of it getting onto the site. And so that's some good mindfulness coming in from Cloud9. I was a little worried that they would get excited and just run out there looking for duels without actually making use of their nades.
Oh, listen. They've already put up the wall of smokes. Now they're running down Ivy. Two people are holding there as well. Automatic will be going down. Cloud9 have a full setup, and they're on the bomb site, ready to put the bomb down. Nice jump up to make sure he can't get shot in the feet. Stewie goes down. Two opening frags going in favor of mousesports. Skadoodle missing the shot, and Lowell will capitalize on that immediately. Now it's looking very bad for Cloud9. Chris is going to get the kill, and Nothing, who was going to be the linchpin, sneaking in here in the retake. He only gets the one kill. Mousesports just shutting it all down, and that was so brilliant. The wall of smoke is up. Cloud9, they're right in front of it, ready to put the bomb down, and then Lowell gets in, flanks the whole push, and kills a couple of people with the UMP. That's all he needed to do. Great individual play from Lowell.
Right now, if you're the coach for Cloud9, oh, tell me this is Cloud9 calling for the timeout. Is this Cloud9 calling for the timeout? It had better be Cloud9 calling for the timeout, because if it is, that's sick. Perfect. It is. It is. Dude, you throw away 2 rounds like that because I think you're just getting a little bit too excited with the exits at A main on Rops, and with this kind of, these kinds of oversights here, letting mousesports infiltrate through the smokes and stuff like that. I think you're starting to get a little bit, too much. And the tactical timeout called by Cloud9, perfect call. Just slow it down, breathe a little bit, guys. You guys are still way in the lead. Very well done. I appreciate that a lot.
Let's see what's going to happen after the timeout. They've had a lot of A executes and very few B executes, so it's impossible to tell whether that will be the switch, because they could also just be thinking to themselves, well, it's kind of obvious that we'll go B if we do it right after the timeout. So there is an immediate double stack on B, which you don't always see. Sometimes it'll just be 1 and then 4 on A in the first 15 seconds, but mousesports certainly thinking maybe that could be it. So Oscar and Robs are going to be in position in case anything happens. Oscar first there with the AWP, and then Robs is the backup if they try to rush him down.
Ooh, perfect. And he goes for the jiggle peek as well. Very well done there by Stewie. He barely dodges that shot. Oscar's going to be just a little bit frustrated about that, but then again, he didn't die. That's the important bit. There's still a good nade count here on mousesports, and both players remain alive on the B site to take these shots when Cloud9 decide to push, if they are going to commit here, but it does look like it. I mean, 4 players getting ready in brown halls, and nothing currently lurking on the other side of things.
Oscar is gonna get, he's sorely gonna get smoked off on the catwalk up there, but can he catch the mid-air as they jump down through the smoke? That's the interesting question here. And Oscar, honestly, I'd put my money on him. He's really fast with the AWP. There's the smoke to block him off. He should know that they're going to be coming through any second now. That's the big question, if he's going to be ready for it. All of Cloud9 have their grenades primed. They're now 40 seconds on the clock here. The Molotov going to start to rain in. Actually, great counter smoke from Oscar. That's interesting.
Yeah, but this is giving it away that there's got to be somebody on high right now between the Molotov and the smoke. Skadoodle's going to be able to trade it, and Oscar missing shots that he had a golden opportunity there to turn this into a 3-on-3. And now, Cloud9 have got the man advantage going into the hold. You're retaking with 2 AWPs. Cloud9, they know that they just don't need to peek at this point. And they still have nothing looking for the flank. Nice HE, though, from Dennis. Dead on. Skadoodle is gone. And nothing rotating around, but Shroud's got the high ground. What can he do with this?
Massive with one. He's going to get sprayed down. Oscar finally hitting a shot, and Dennis to come in with the kill, taking down nothing. There was this one very unfortunate turn of events there for Cloud9. Automatic that went down first in that retake. He had the Molotov. If he'd been on the high ground, there was no smoke left on mousesports. Could have turned the round. It's one of those, it's very hard to plan for. A lot of chaos, obviously. I thought Oscar had given that round away. We were sort of outlining it. He must have known that they were going to come sort of flying through the smoke eventually. And he still missed the shot, and then he even missed the shot on the guy on the floor of the bomb site. So he should have been probably ready for that. And it works out anyway for mousesports, so it can't be too critical, but that's a scary moment.
It's the second shot that's critical. You know, the first one, anybody can miss that, right? Mid-air,
yeah, but I actually
quickly moving target.
I actually think now, I would say, as an AWP, as soon as you see that smoke, you should be ready to take it. Like,
oh, yeah, no doubt. But you can still, there's like a higher probability of missing that shot than the follow-up on the guy on the ground,
yeah,
right?
maybe, but I think I would classify that as like within the realm of not that hard shots to hit, because they are just sort of falling out of, they can't do anything to, like, there's not enough air control in the game for them to change their direction that much, right?
Sure.
Like, I think I would put Oscar as someone that could definitely hit that shot almost all the time. So I feel like he's having a sort of a shaky start to this game.
Yeah, he's having an off game for sure.
Seems like it's early in the morning. A lot of players actually don't like morning games, so maybe he's one of them. Chris, on the other hand, has been looking a bit more flashy. Lowell as well been doing a great job. Chris will be going down, but doesn't really help out all that much. Lowell with the triple kill, and Shroud with the deagle. We know how dangerous he can be, so just don't go down to this one. Robs will be able to take the round. That makes it 6-7. And everything is looking just a lot better for mousesports all of a sudden. Very good job on them. Lowell and Dennis leading the charge for mousesports. That's kind of cool.
I mean, 3 rounds in a row now for mousesports. So far, this is the most success they've had in this first half. Now it's a question of closing it out and obtaining the remaining 2. If they can come out ahead 8-7 against Cloud9, things could get interesting when they move into that T side. But right now there is a lot of pressure on mousesports. There's a lot of, and that could explain, you know, Oscar maybe being a little shaken by the fact that he is missing these shots. It kind of aggravates the issue, makes it more difficult to hit the next one. I like this clever stuff here from mousesports. And it's going to be the aggressive setup, and that might be close enough to hear it for nothing. He is holding right around that corner. There's the flash, looking for the shot. Chris going to be able to make it out of here, and it's the bait and switch automatic. Never expecting the boost there. Perfectly done from mousesports. What clever play.
And they ran the exact same setup 2 rounds ago, where the only thing that was that no one from Cloud9 showed up in time. But this time worked perfectly. Robs with a headshot to take down Stewie. So good little trick from mousesports to open up the round perfectly. Now we have a real game on our hands.
Yeah, now it's going to get fun. Just scrappy, Anders. I mean, that's kind of where it's at right now these days. More rounds on T-side than you expect to see normally on some of these maps. I mean, Train, usually a CT-sided map. But,
yeah, usually there's a bit of an asterisk there because we've seen some ridiculous scoreline. Again, just like on every other map now, it really seems to all come down to whether or not you can maintain the economy. We saw for mousesports in the beginning, they had 1 round they invested into double AWP, then they lost afterwards, and it just took them like 3 rounds to even recover from that. And then that's why Cloud9 are up as high as they are. Now mousesports have the money back. They have everything they want. Cloud9 are struggling a bit more. What is Skadoodle just waiting the round out, I guess? Yeah, why not?
Skadoodle has the money to go for a smoke and a flash in the next round, so they'll have a full set of nades on him. But Shroud, unfortunately for him, save the double flash and smoke. You actually have some utility. Two guns, some utility to work with in the next round here for Cloud9 if these guys survive. And it doesn't look like mousesports are going to get out hunting too aggressively here as the clock ticks down. Quite a bit of discipline on mousesports, in fact, just sitting and waiting. Gentleman's agreement. Right. This round is over. We will fight again.
We all know what happens with gentlemen's agreement somewhere.
Yeah. Well, you know, not everybody... Oh. I'll just leave it at that.
7-7, and moving into the 15th round. Let's see what happens. I do anyway think that the definition of a gentleman is someone who never insults someone unintentionally. So I guess if you use the bug intentionally, it's all right. It's fair game. Shroud moving into Pop Dog and trying to see if he can get a bit of spray in. That smoke is pretty much going to cancel any kind of aggression from him for the next 15 seconds. And yeah, nothing flashy coming out from mousesports in this round. I do still like the forward set. I'm a big fan of the fact that they've pushed up all the way to E-Box. Again, Lowell has been playing this position just almost perfectly every round. So yeah, I actually think Lowell should get a lot of credit in this first half. He's one of the, maybe the main reason why mousesports are in this position.
Absolutely, he's been terrifying at E-Box. But the setups have worked out very nicely for them both. Chris is there to cover him now as he watches a main, and Dennis just a little worried about Alley. Minute left in this round, though, and so Cloud9 now, they've got that Alley. Nothing right now is working on the Alley control. He's about to get it. Young Stu and Skadoodle working as a pair to set up the smokes. And Shroud and Automatic, that bomb. This could actually wind up to be pretty painful here for Cloud9 if Shroud actually takes that bomb down Pop Dog.
Yeah, you want to be very careful. I don't think he's going to be doing that alone. At least there should be automatic following him. Triple push is exactly what you want to cancel out this kind of strat from mousesports, though. This setup is very weak to the triple Ivy push because only Dennis is covering Ivy. Now you can see mousesports starting to scatter a little bit. This is quite the call from Cloud9 here in the 15th round, but Oscar will take down nothing. And if he could get put into play, it'd be interesting. Stewie sneaking through the smoke. He actually hits the headshot, but it isn't enough. And Oscar getting a second kill on automatic as well. The bomb, yeah, it's going down, but Robs is there to cancel it out. In fact, Dennis with the Molotov and Skadoodle, nothing that he could do here. So, good idea for Cloud9, but mousesports getting too many entries for them to really do anything at the end of it. Triple kill for Oscar. That's good news as well, at least if you're a mousesports fan. Half will finish 8-7 in favor of mousesports, so it's anybody's game right now.
This is really fun. This is where I wish that we could still draw in the maps, though. You know what I mean? Because it's just like you're thinking, oh, it's going to wind up on A, but they're intentionally smoking off back line Cloud9 to go for a crunch through CT spawn.
Yeah.
Problem is, Oscar was there with the AWP, right? And so, you know, they're like, oh, yeah, we're not running into Dennis. This is perfect. Oh, wait. Oscar's actually hitting his shots, and now we're screwed. So, 8-7. And mousesports, mousesports, they managed to actually show some true grit here and work their way back into that round. It is not a disaster. And with a pistol round win here for mousesports, they can be well on their way to keeping themselves alive here in the major. Just to point out, this is an elimination match.
Yes.
We will have all three. We will have three, at least, elimination matches this morning. This is the day where there are going to be quite a few of them. But the three matches that we have coming up, 1-2, all the teams. And so it's going to be a bit painful, a bit of a painful morning.
Heartbreaking. Chris at the Molotov, I'm sure you will have all noticed. Skadoodle has a smoke on the other side for the defuse, so we'll see how this turns out. Oh, Molotov is going to go deep instead, so not for the afterplant. Dennis with a headshot in taking down Stewie, and now Cloud9 want to go for the retake quick as well. USPs are out. Skadoodle with a headshot on one, but the bomb has been planted. Shroud with a nice click to take down Oscar. Great grenade to drop Skadoodle, and now we're back in a 3-on-3. Sneaking around in the back line is Dennis, and that might just have done it.
This can make all the difference because they don't have a kit picked up. Automatic is very low on HP, so he can't really make too many plays. It's on Shroud here to find this kill, and he will recover the kit. Now it's a matter of him hoofing it to get onto that site as quickly as possible. Chris on the bomb train, but Robs at the high ground. Shroud, you need to find some headshots right now, and it's not going to happen. Robs! Did I hear headshots?
He was ready to deliver. An automatic running away and saving the armor and the rest of his health. What a good round for mousesports. We talk about this all the time. The importance of not just getting the bomb down, but pushing the CTs as they're trying to get into the retake. So It's very well done. The Molotov was there to sort of force them back, and then that gave enough space for Dennis to run all the way up. And as soon as he got that kill, that was sort of close to the entrance. It's pretty much all over. Double scout though on Cloud9.
Yeah, double scout. And young Stu, we'll have to see if he's going to be able to shake things off after that round. Missed a few opportunities to pick up frags that he just did not connect with. Whereas mousesports, they're looking pretty good here in this round. They're out to make some money, Anders. 4 SMGs, a single AK picked up on Dennis, and they're trying to run Shroud down, take advantage of the fact that this man has only got a scout. He's got no Kevlar either. Oscar finds one, and yeah, it's just a bloodbath. Automatic somehow finds a kill on Chris, but that's as good as it's going to get. Although Stewie, rotating in, manages to find a frag of his own.
He's been locked in as well. There was a definite chance here, but just very hard to land those shots when you're getting run over by 4 people. So 2 body shots for the scouts and a couple of kills. Not what Cloud9 were hoping. I think Cloud9 was hoping that this would be a slow round for mousesports where they, set up and sort of, try and take slow duels, because then those scouts can really do a lot of damage. But quick execute from mousesports, no trouble at all. 10-7 in their favor. And Cloud9 have to eco a couple. It's so painful you have to do this. You know they're going to get up to 12. You know, can't really do anything about it.
Yep, you're not going to have any room for error. And will you have got the information, the data on mousesports the way that mousesports had on you and your T side?
Ouch.
Yeah, that was a painful one.
There's a lot of grenade damage in C connector. Shroud now. Hoping for a lucky headshot when someone overlooks him. Oh. Look, someone just flying through it, he can stab him. Does have a little cheeky smile, doesn't he? Robs is there. Shroud charging on it. No, it's not going to happen. Credit for style, credit for creativity. I think we can give him that.
Yeah, for trying. I mean, you got to have fun like that in these sorts of situations, right? If you're just thinking, oh my God, our tournament life is on the line and we are behind, mousesports are running away with, like, if you have that in your head and you're not just allowing for a little bit of fun here and there.
Shroud's thinking, my stream viewers will love this.
Hi, Reddit. Yeah.
11-7 as the scoreline, and, well, Cloud9 will be able to go for the buy. I think you said 12 rounds. I'm at 11 for mousesports. And, flash right through Chris. This is very aggressive, and it's going to work with the UMP charging down 1. The second kill might have made the round immediately, but Skadoodle going to put an end to the madness for the moment. Stewie with a shot and nothing as well, taking down the kill on Dennis. That grenade gets bugged a bit on the train. That's unfortunate, but Stewie going to lose his life afterwards. 3 versus 2. Calm down, Cloud9. The bomb is only just going to be planted now. You have time for this retake. Don't let Robs with 100 health steal this away from you.
Exactly. Now Robs has moved up. Perfect Molotov to buy even more time. And Oscar's got the back line with that AWP, so he will be watching, but he's a little bit worried about the flank coming in from A site. From the Brown Halls, that's not where the action's going to be. Nothing. Assassinates Robs immediately. And it's a 1v3 now. Oscar, if ever there was a time for you to hit some shots, it is now. They don't have any HEs or Molotovs to get rid of you with, but it's going to be point blank, and he misses it. Cloud9 with the retake, and the hope springs anew here for the North American team. You're right, though, Chris. If he gets that second kill on A, I think that we're looking at a totally different situation.
Yeah, that's going to be almost impossible, especially because they would have made a heavy rotation towards the A-bomb side, and then it would have been a B-take anyway. So that's quite a nice round there. The classic smoke down the middle of the bomb site, the flash your way through. Everyone loves it.
The vintage.
11-8 though. AWP stolen from the corpse of Oscar. Now it's on Skadoodle instead. And Oscar's had to rebuy his. This is turning into a bit of a scary game. Again, Chris fast into the yard, this time with the Molotov all the way down back. Jumping his way through. Nothing going to win that fight against Robs, and that's a problem. They needed that angle of the attack. Now they have to fight at so many different fronts. The guys coming out of main, it's all crumbling right now for mousesports. They needed to be quicker, and they needed to win the first fight. Chris goes down, Oscar is next, and Shroud to close out the round. Automatic with a triple. Like, as soon as nothing wins that fight, you see the guys coming out of main and through the smoke, they're like, oh, there's too many angles here.
Yeah, now our flank is open to a part that shouldn't be, and looks like we will have a timeout called here by mousesports. I like it. Good timing for them as well before things get out of hand. Take a bit of a breather. You still have the money to buy if you really force. But with this lead sort of situation for mousesports, it could be better to just go for the half buy. I think Tech9 Kevlar, go for an explosive round and then have a full buy on the next one. But Cloud9, in these chaotic situations, they just thrive. You can see, I mean, Oscar, Lowell, you know, just getting dinked up from every direction, not knowing where to go, and then you just get whittled down. It's going to be a feel-good round for Cloud9 there, showing that they've still got some fight in them. Oh, Chris. Okay, this will be interesting when we get back into it. It looks like it's Chris just going to be taking the hit.
Yeah, I think you could have argued that they should have gone for Tech9 armor in this round, and then, you know, try to make that work.
I think that's exactly what they should have done. But I guess the pressure here is that they might be looking, okay, we have enough for this strat, and we can't let Cloud9 get too far ahead economically, right? We need to keep some pressure up on that CT eco, otherwise they can start getting the lockdown going.
We'll see if it's going to pay off or not. Skadoodle wanted to challenge the fire. That is a legitimate strategy. You can sit in it for, you know, a good 2 seconds and then hope that someone just peeks it and forgets that someone could still be there, but it's obviously very risky. There's Shroud, who's been not having the best game of his life just yet, but now he seems to be waking up a little bit more. Dennis will take him down in return, though. A bit of a shame, and leaves it in a 4-on-4.
Getting a bit antsy. That puts pressure on Nothing. I think that Nothing was starting to peel back a little bit from that pop dog play. Instead now, he has to stick around and he has to make a difference here.
I like this. This is what I wanted them to do earlier when they had Oscar on the CT side. They're leaving Skadoodle alone in B with the orb and saying, you handle that, and we'll handle everything else. I think this is a very good split from Cloud. It's a bit of a risk, but I quite like it. I would say, yeah, trust in Skadoodle to hit the first shot. That's all he has to do.
Yeah.
If they come B, just get the first kill, and then you're done.
Nothing starting to peel back. This is off of Stewie. Stewie has pushed so far in. Are they actually going to check for this flank or not? This is where things can go south so quickly for mousesports. Stewie, the nades are going in towards A as well. He's thinking about pulling the knife out to go a little bit faster, but he's worried about them walking back into his crosshair.
Oh man, timing's everything. Dennis actually just turned around to look. So Dennis is slightly aware that something could be up. Is he going to be there in time? Automatic will get a bullet by Chris, and now he's got the opening. Stewie gets one, turning around for the second kill, dropping Robs as well. Big play coming out from Stewie here, and now it's a 2-on-3. This is the round for Cloud9. If they win it, they're going to break mousesports' economy, and suddenly they'll be in the lead. Nothing sneaking in from Ivy as well, and Skadoodle going to get the shot here on Chris. Finally, the kill comes in from Stewie, in fact, who's still sniping away from main, and Nothing to take down Lowell. My God, what a great individual round from Stewie.
And communicating the entire way through. Once the nades start coming through, you see the rotation come over from the B site. Cloud9 are ready for it. And then mousesports, you're caught in the triangle of doom at that point. You have no safe place. You can see Chris desperate, just looking, where can I go to actually try and hold this bomb? Except that Cloud9 had all of the points covered. And now we have another timeout, it looks like, getting called here. And it's probably from mousesports again, trying to figure it out. What can you do here? Because the force, the gamble, it didn't pay off. We didn't do enough damage. They survived with 3 players. And so the economy isn't going to take that huge a hit on Cloud9's side.
Also worth pointing out, in that 1v3 for Lowell when he's in Pop Dog, because the bomb is not planted on the side of the train, but sort of, you know, in the default plant spot instead, he has to peek out so wide out of Pop Dog. When 3 people waiting for him, like he has to over-peek that angle. You see it here on the replay on the minimap, but the bomb is sort of planted quite far in towards the wall. So Lowell have had to really overpeak that angle to have any chance of sort of stopping the defuse. Pretty hard on him.
There we go. Whoa. Some hype. Some hype from Cloud9.
10-11.
All right, here is the play. Here's the play. The half nine. The half 9. Hey, there we go. It's the half 9 buy.
I like it.
Half buy with Tech9s and Kevlar. And the nades as well. So let's see. But Mouse are playing this like a default round, it looks like. Spread, looking and waiting. Oscar, long range on Ivy, trying to set it up for the bait for Dennis. Absolutely no reason for Cloud9 to go aggressive in this round, however. They've got the aggressive hold with Nothing in Pop Dog and automatic there to back them up. But to push...
Oh, there could be like a cascade of disasters here, because they have a flashbang for Nothing, and the next in line is automatic, but if they come 2 out of Pop Dog and 1 out of main for automatic, he's probably going to fall. So there's like a series of events here that could lead to a disaster for Cloud9 if they can get the first flashbang right. Robs is the one holding it, so we'll see. It depends on whether or not Nothing gets flashed, I think. That's maybe the whole round just hinges on that moment.
There is a very nice flash that can be used from Brown Halls as well. right on top of him. 45 seconds, though. We're starting to get there here, Anders. I mean, they've got the smokes cocked and ready.
Yeah, you could see it in the far left corner if he primes it or not, so you don't even have to be spectating him. You see the grenade light up as soon as it happens. You know that something is going to be coming in. Waiting for it, 35 seconds. Oh, he's going to use this one instead, so trying for the other angle, and that means nothing won't be flashed, and he's going to open up with the first kill as he realized that Robs is going to be there as well. There's the kill at least, an automatic. He gets 2 in return, a third one just before he goes down. Well, okay then. Robs down to half health from the grenade, and Skadoodle will get the kill. Man, I swear, if they had used the default flash for Pop Dog instead, and nothing goes down, can you imagine Automatic trying to hold, what, 3 from main and 2 from Pop Dog with one M4? That won't work.
No, but who was it first down? Was it Dennis first down the ladder who got caught? Like, that's just the ladders. Sometimes they're just out to get you. It's like they're demons that won't let you let go.
Yeah.
Please, I'm getting shot. I just need to like get off the ladder.
It's no fun at all.
No fun, exactly. No bomb plant, but still a pretty good buy here from mousesports. All the necessities. Oscar with that AWP as well, and so we'll see. Wow.
Flashbang in, but somehow Robs still goes down. It looked like that was pretty much perfectly set up.
Cloud9 and mousesports both are playing very well right now. Cloud9 with the appropriate calls, the appropriate read on the situation, going aggressive. Haven't really gone for Brown Hall's aggression either so far in this half, so there we go. Shifting things up, and mousesports, fortunately for them, it does not work out, and the pressure continues to mount.
This is so scary right now.
Oh, can Lowell get the timing on Stewie, though? Because there's a chance for him to just go for the peak.
He's waiting right now. Probably wants a distraction from somewhere else, especially if he hears Stewie sort of running back to rotate, then that position becomes pretty powerful. It's amazing that he's been allowed to stay here for so long. Now it looks like Skadoodle is rotating into positions. Oh, Lowell is falling back just at the same time. It's unbelievable. Dennis going to open up the round, taking down Shroud. We're down to 37 seconds, and Chris with a headshot on nothing. Going to go back and pick up the bomb. They know mousesports. This is the big round for them. The score is tied at 11-11, and if you get to 16, you get to knock the other team out. That's the big thing here. Stay alive in the tournament. Send the other team packing. Automatic at the high ground advantage. Can he stop the bomb from being put down? Stewie pushing out quite aggressively and winning the fight against Dennis. Going for the one on Chris, and he takes him down. Stewie not able to get the headshot. Oscar instead canceling him out. 2-on-2 for the retake.
Automatic is going to be backed up by Skadoodle very quickly here. A couple of nades on Automatic to work with as well. But it's a matter of figuring out where Oscar is playing from, because he's got his teammate watching Pop Dog behind him. Scott can't miss this shot. There's the tap. Lowell going to go for the peek. Automatic gets the headshot, and now it's all on Oscar, and they know exactly where he's coming from as well. This is a situation that should be impossible. The jiggle peek to bait it, and he misses the shot. Automatic, the hero, will come through. Triple kill for him, and Young Stu with 2. Unbelievable the fact that these individual plays keep happening here for Cloud9. Stewie and Automatic just never say die.
And you have to just appreciate the 4D chess that we're playing here as well. Oscar saying, that's all good, but I'm not going to go for the fight against Skadoodle because he missed a shot. I will shut down the guy defusing. And Automatic reads that and says, well, that's fine, but I'm off the defuse and shooting you in the head instead. So, one step ahead all the time. That's the name of the game here. Look at this. As soon as Skadoodle misses the shot, Automatic just says, that's fine. I'm ready for it.
So quick.
My God.
So quick, but
23 kills on Automatic, ladies and gentlemen. 12-11, Cloud9. A big step in the right direction for them. The only thing is mousesports have a loss bonus that's really building, so whenever they get the bomb plant, they're going to keep buying.
Exactly right, exactly right. They won't have those AWPs, but they will have the AKs with nades. And mousesports as well right now. I mean, Cloud9 are once again back in the lead. 12-11 for Cloud9 on CT side. And it's up to mousesports to figure something out. At least this time around, they haven't lost anybody very early on here, mousesports. Rops has got that Brown Hall's control. And Oscar over at Alley. And so they have all the necessities here, mousesports. They have everything that they need at this point. It's about making the call now. Which site will you commit to?
A very common gamble being put up here, leaving just one MP. C-Connector, I suppose, Skadoodle is lingering around, but more emphasis on the A-bomb side. Nothing out of the ordinary, really. Could be interesting to see if Oscar can best Shroud, I believe, who's playing right in front of him. He's certainly crouched in and feels like he's slightly ready for it. Down to 37 seconds. Going to walk right in and takes the fight, but Oscar's going to fail to get the kill. That might be a big, good shot from Chris. Automatic again. He does it. Down by Pop Dog. He's such a beast. Will get taken out by Dennis, but now can Skadoodle stop the plant from going down? It's pretty much right in front of him. He's going to be up on the train with a C-set 75, but Lowell there with a great coverage.
And now it's on young Stewie, 1v2 to clutch. And again, all of these angles, he needs to find Dennis immediately. Does he check right? Does he look that hard? No, Dennis walks right into it, gives it away. Now we're into a 1v1, and there's still plenty of time here for young Stu. He's got the smoke, he's got the HE as well. All he needs here, now it's just a matter of Lowell hitting the timing. He's going to come in right behind him, and Stewie looks like he's going to be sticking this. This is getting fun. It goes down like this. Stewie with the man defuse in the smoke. And Lowell, both Lowell and Oscar, they need a hug. Both of them had chances there.
Yeah, they need more than a hug, Samuel. They need fentanyl or something. This is unbelievable. 13 to 11. How the hell does that happen? I mean, at some point, someone has to get the replay without the X-ray to see, was there like a heel showing? Because he was so near the edge of that smoke. I cannot believe what just happened. This is an elimination match. mousesports could be exiting the tournament based on that 1v1. 13 to 11. Holy hell.
I know, it's so good. It's so close either way. Coming down to clutch after clutch and automatic. I mean, between automatic and Stu, this is unbelievable. Just sticks it and just immediately starts spraying as well. What was the meme? Pros don't fake.
The thing is, he actually played that so well. He really faked out Stewie by just moving slowly up the train. You could see Stewie's attention was all on what was happening down there. He had no idea, and it still works. My God.
The Tim is just indomitable. 25 frags for him. It's like every round right now, he is just picking up a double. So the value is through the roof, but again, spread out across the map. Oscar, once again, is going to be in a duel with Shroud over here at Alley. The nades are going in right now to buy a little bit more time, but there's still plenty here on the clock for mousesports. It's time to take a deep breath, mousesports. Recenter and get going.
This is absolute madness. We're not at the end yet. Cloud9 have the economic lead. They can still buy even if they lose this round. It won't be a beautiful buy, but it will be one at least. Chris has been great at opening, and another headshot. Again, nothing every single time. But Shroud lives the first barrage, and he's going to get the revenge. Automatic only with one kill in the round. That's rare. And Stewie almost getting caught. Skadoodle there to save him, and Stewie with a follow-up. Skadoodle again to close out that kill. And now it's Oscar in a one-on-one versus Skadoodle, who's been looking really good. And the time is working so heavily against Oscar right now. This is unbelievable.
And the timing, if he's a second or earlier there, he catches it, but instead it's going to be Skadoodle with the clutch again. They can't seem to get just a little bit of luck to go their way here, mousesports. What I'm saying is he's 1 second too late on the peak there, Oscar, at the back line. He catches Skadoodle looking towards Alley instead, and there you go. There's the round. Instead, it's Skadoodle who walks right into him with the op. And so they just can't seem to catch a break here, mousesports. Cloud9, 2 rounds away from going 2-2 in this tournament and sending mousesports packing.
Nothing getting fired up, getting momentarily pulled out of his Sen-like state. Chris again charging the yard and again taking down Nothing. It's a personal battle between these two now. Automatic with a refrag, taking down Chris, and now they know there's no one else here. They've realized something is wrong, and they've realized that soon enough to be able to stop mousesports from getting into the bomb site. Scot-free, great spray coming through. Stewie knocking out the bomb, taking out Robs and Oscar and spraying again. All the bullets for the moment, and he's going to be going down as well. Dennis getting a kill, and Lowell with the shot on automatic. So now it's a 2-on-2. The action is back. This never will stop. Lowell finally going down to Shroud and Dennis. Can any clutches go in the favor of mousesports in this second half? That's the big question. We're going to find out the answer right now.
With the 1v2, and Dennis on the train, spots out the one, and he's down to 4 HP, but he wins the duel, only to die to Skadoodle afterwards. Skadoodle not going to miss that shot. and taking his time with it as well, going for the pistol, knowing that he was lit. Match point for Cloud9. And just a wall of blue. mousesports win the pistol in the second half. They get their 3 rounds, but then it just stops there. Cloud9 have taken every round since.
8 in a row, I believe. This is absolute madness, isn't it?
The pressure is on right now for mousesports.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, look at that.
Especially because, oh man, Dennis not excited. They're 1 round away from being knocked out of the major in the group stage.
In the group stage, no legend status. You have to go through the minors and the qualifiers all over again next time. And nobody wants to do that. Big reason why Big were celebrating so hard yesterday. That legendary status is so important for the teams.
We said this would be a heartbreaking day. It's early in the morning here in Krakow, and the heartbreak starts right away. There's no slowing it down, and it's going to be more or less like this all day. All of the games are going to be this tense, and there are some cracking games coming up later as well. So definitely got to stay tuned. Dennis, forget about that last round. All you can think now is 4 rounds in a row. Get the opening kill. They've snuck in so deep. Shroud, though, at a very strange off angle. Almost never will you see anyone holding this position, so unlikely the mousesports are going to be flashing for it. Dennis goes down. Chris is next, dropping the bomb. Shroud finally gets taken care of, but he may have done enough, and automatically is there for the follow-up, taking down Oscar. An absolute disaster. The rest are miles away. They wanted to go for the 3-2 crunch to the B-bomb side. Leg shot for Skadoodle. Another couple of kills, and it will be done. Skadoodle gets 1, and Robs is on 6 health. Oh my god. 1 man to keep mousesports alive in the major tournament, and he's got almost no time, no health, almost no chance at all. Everything is on his shoulders. He's going to get the first shot at least, and taking a bit of damage onto Skadoodle. I don't think he has the time for it. 17 seconds, the smoke is up, and he's going to go down to automatic. 16-11 as Cloud9 knock mousesports out of the tournament, make their score 2-2 in the group.